Welcome back to Crysis 2. We are about to take our assault down onto the prism, where Hargreave is located, and we're going to be trying to deal with all of that. So there's this guy, and I think that this is going to be a very stealthy series because this area is going to be very, very, very difficult. And many of you may know that when it comes to stealthing, I don't really like to stealth. It's not really my style. I don't like stealthing because it kind of makes me a little bit nervous. You know, you can have the enemies still around, whereas if you just sort of brute force them out of the way, they can't hurt you, because they aren't there to hurt you. So, yeah, we're going to have to be very, very, very stealthy. And I'm not even sure why I went to all the trouble of killing that guy. I just kind of felt like it, I guess. It's pretty far away. What gun does this guy have? Oh, it's a pistol. Okay. So we're going to be using a lot of cloak mode in this little series, I think. Because if we try and bull our way through this, it is not going to end well. It just is not. So I know that we've been using quite a lot of armor mode and been kind of bulling our way through things. But I think it's time that we stop doing that, just for a little while. Don't worry, we'll go back to sort of bulling our way through things soon, I'm sure. Anyway. Of course, the problem with stealthing is that, as you can see from my energy meter, it just disappears really, really quickly. I have no idea if eyes are on me, but I have to cancel cloak mode. Okay, we're good, we're fine. We're moving along. I do have a silencer on, but I don't want to use it because even if they can't hear me, if your friend drops dead next to you, you'd think that maybe you were under attack. Especially seeing as it's not like a heart attack, there's like a bullet hole in their face. Okay. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I'm getting blamed. You know, they tried to kill me. Think about that for just a second. I know that your mind is probably of an inferior nature because, you know, you are of the, hey, let's just sort of throw a grenade at ourselves, because that seems like a very bright idea. You know, you're of those, you know, that type of person at the moment. I'm sure that most people wouldn't do that. I mean, it just doesn't seem like something you would want to do. You know, like, goodbye, cruel world. I'm sorry, best friend standing next to me. But I really felt like throwing that grenade at our feet. And then they just stand there, like, staring at it. Not like transfixed by terror, because I can imagine that happening. Like, if if somebody drops a grenade, like, right next to you, I can imagine being kind of frozen in terror, just sort of staring at it. But, I mean, they weren't even frozen, they were just sort of like looking at it, like, meh, look at it, doesn't it look kind of cool? Looks kind of cool, doesn't it? And that was not a very bright idea. Anyway, they kind of saw us for a little bit, but we stealthed away. We're being very, very, very stealthy this episode, even with all my talking. Look at this guy. I'm gonna have to shoot him. And out of
Someone's out there.
What? Did you see that? I had it aimed directly at his face. And it would not let me hit him. It just would not let me hit him. It was so unfair. Okay. Oh, did not think of that. I'm telling you by shooting you in the groin. Okay, that was a little bit immature. I really did not see him. Like, I would never have come out of cloak if I'd seen him. I do remember mentioning before that I am not exactly the greatest at stealth. Pretty sure I mentioned that at some stage. Anyway, I think we gotta go, like, down here. Come on, let me down, let me down, let me down. No! Fools.
Alright,
Okay, there we
slow
go.
down and listen carefully, Alcatraz. Lockhart set an EMP trap for you at the next control barrier. If it triggers correctly, it'll fry the nanoshell's systems and probably your synapses too. Now, there's no way to bypass the trap, but we can trick it out. There's a substation for the Prism's power grid over near the East Shore, not far from your position.
Reach the electricity substation.
Okay, so now we're going to have to take down an electricity substation and try not to get fried. Hey, and up we go. Okay, our ammo's... Let's make sure that we got our ammo full. Yep, we seem to be full on ammo. I can't believe how, like, look at my weaponry. It's just like the weirdest mix ever. I mean, not counting the explosives, right? But I have a sniper rifle with a silencer attachment, and then just to completely mess with that, I have this really ridiculous machine gun. You know, it's just, I thought it was a little bit weird and worth mentioning. Anyway, down we go. Over here, I guess this looks kind of familiar. I thought I'd just been here. Apparently not. Okay, we're fine.
Defensive positions. He's coming this way. Time for some payback. What's this?
Look at that, it doesn't even... Okay, so the silencer isn't completely useless. It really does mess with the... everything. It really does make the sniper rifle not nearly as good, but it doesn't trigger like any alerts or anything. Hello, little friend. Do we see anyone else? Is there anybody else? Like a couple of morons running around. It saw us for like a brief second. We're good. We're really getting quite awesome at this stealthy thing, mainly because we're not being stealthy at all. There's nothing very stealthy about just running around and, you know, killing everybody, because then there's nobody to hide from. Okay. Okay, I'm quite terrible at the stealthy thing. I did say that I was. But now they have the alarm going, and it's going to get very annoying. Are you ready? You ready to stealth along? Here we go. Kind of defeated half the purpose of killing all of those people. I literally don't have enough bullets to really take them all down.
Keep the pressure on!
What? Okay, that's it. I will not use a silencer. I will not. It is just, it makes it so terrible.
This way. Time for some shots fired. Sniper, man down.
And I will now use my ridiculously OP gun.
Heard something. Moving out.
No way can you hear something that far away. What are you, Superman? Wait, Superman can't even hear things. He's got like X-ray vision. Do you have X-ray hearing, maybe?
Something there.
That would be quite weird indeed. Just keep an eye on them. We seem to be fine.
Lost him.
I mean, the energy does kind of go down a little bit fast, but... Yeah, we're back to stealthing along. Ooh, what would we do without cloak? I really wish it didn't drain the energy so fast. It does make it quite difficult. But I suppose that's kind of half the point, isn't it? I mean, if you could just skip all of the combat as, you know, a lot easier than it would be to just kill all the people, then you would just sort of walk through the game without ever shooting anybody. So they have to make the stealth, like, as difficult as the fighting, in some ways. Which I actually don't mind too much. It's when, you know, you get seen, and you shouldn't be seen. That's when I start getting annoyed with stealth. Like, stealth mechanics that don't work. Then it's just terrible. But stealth mechanics that are actually done well, they're not too bad. We're gonna have to walk through around this whole place, aren't we? We should have gone in through the front of it. Look at this. It's going to be crazy. Look how far this wall goes. It actually goes into the water. Oh, but we can just go around it and walk. Okay, that's a very, very bad idea then. I mean, the security levels on these things are quite terrible. Let's just rest for a second. And go. Okay, we're good. We've got this. I wonder what attachments I can put on this gun. I'll find out when I'm not, you know, in immediate danger. Let's find out. What can I... I've got the iron sight, the assault scope, the laser sight. I don't like the assault. I'm fine with the iron sight. Iron sight's good. Anyway, that's it for this episode. I hope you are enjoying the Crysis series. And I will see you in another episode. Let's actually just quickly go over here then. Just quickly press this button. I know you wanted it. I know you wanted to press that elevator switch. I saw you looking at it.
Good.
All shifty-like.
Now, Lockhart doesn't know it, but the power systems he's using for his EMP blast have to route through that station, and they're pushing close to overload. If you can trigger the emergency shutdown, it'll kick his loop out, and when the systems come back up, they'll disallow any major power surge. He won't know it because it won't show up on the board, but when he hits the blast trigger, trust me, it'll fail.
Reroute power and disable EMP trap.
Anyway, that is it for the episode of this episode. I hope you enjoyed, and I shall see you in future episodes, or not see you, because, well, I can't really see you through the screen. It would be a bit creepy if I could, wouldn't it? Cheerio!